up, guys? Happy holidays. Lee Sanders here from the RCWR show, entertaining you since 2011, keeping it honest, insightful, and interactive. Hey, we got another unboxing, we got another unveiling, we got another review. It's been a good minute since we had grabbed some goodies from the Pro Wrestling Tees store, and they have a really great theme that they had included for the month of November, and it involved Ric Flair, one of my all-time favorites. And yeah, any opportunity I'm able to get to own some Ric Flair merchandise, sign me up, baby. So we definitely are gonna take a crack at this bad boy. Hey, before I begin, I wanna just make a note. If you are new, welcome. If you have not subscribed, please do so you never miss out on all the great content we do for you on a weekly basis. And be sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Use the keywords, the RCWR show. We air podcasts multiple times a week. So I'm looking at you, AEW fans. We got your hookup as well. You can check out the podcast via webcast version that we stream on a couple of different outlets, and our podcast version, which is available on multiple platforms, including Pandora. Check out all the information in the episode description. But for now, we're talking about November's Pro Wrestling Crate. I say let's go on ahead and let's see what's inside the box. Let's go ahead and let's get this bad boy open here. So yeah, it's been a couple of months since I have got something from Pro Wrestling Tees, and that's the thing that I love about Pro Wrestling Tees, which is if you come across a month that you're not feeling as far as the theme goes, you can always back out and you can just pick it back up at any time. All right, so this month's crate, it is staff favorites. We got the spoiler alert ahead. The other side contains the contents. All right, next month's theme, which is going to be for December, is Bigs and Littles. Yes, Bigs and Littles. It's featuring Kane, Andre the Giant, hey Bush, Rey Mysterio. Oh man, that sounds so good. Bruiser Brody. Oh snap, Marco Stunt. I know the AEW fans and Marco Stunt fans are going to be ecstatic for that. Swoggle. And Big Sexy himself, Diesel, Kevin Nash. That actually sounds like a pretty damn good crate. I mean, look, if you ask me straight up, Swoggle, nothing personal, Marco Stunt, so that sounds like two items that I know people would be goo goo gaga over if we were to make them available in a prize giveaway. So that's cool, but the rest of these guys, that sounds like a damn good crate. What you think, little lady? Say hello to the little lady guys behind the camera. Next one sound like a good crate to you?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds like a damn good crate. Okay, all right, let's see what we got in here, man. It's been a while. But like I was saying, that's the best thing I love about these crates. You come across a theme you're not feeling for that month, you could just pause it, aka cancel it, pick it back up at any time. No harm, no foul, right? All right, we got our first t-shirt. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Nature Boy, Ric Flair. We got Space Mountain. Oldest ride with the longest line. There is our Ric Flair t-shirt. That is badass. I love that. I love that. I love that whole retro theme. It's got like a 1970s vibe to it meets, what was that show that Dick Clark used to host? Bandstand or something like that? American Bandstand. It's got that type of vibe to it. And it's also kind of have like a Pink Floyd type of album design to it as well. It's got like all of these cool funky elements to it. It's badass.
His face and his getup looks a whole lot like John Travolta staying alive.
Yo, good eye. Yeah, that too. This really embodies what Ric Flair was all about essentially back in the day in his prime. I love that. That is badass. This has to be my most favorite shirt right now, aside from, and the missus will tell you, I usually push my American Dream, Dusty Rhodes t-shirt, keep the dream alive, baby. I usually will push that shirt, and I will push my, I'll let you get a good look at that, camera lady, and I will usually push my, what's the other shirt I usually push from Pro Wrestling? I know I push the Pro Wrestling Tees gray hat. I usually push that a lot. I also push the American Dream Dusty Rhodes hat or shirt, and I can't think of the other shirt that I usually push. All right, this is our 10 days of Black Friday is coming up. So you guys know, November 22nd, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to December 1st, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. No coupon is needed. Any orders, first day, get 3 wrestling collectibles by Pro Wrestling Crate. Awesome. Any order over $100 gets a free autographed 8x10 by a wrestling superstar. And I would like to be under the impression you have no say as far as what that autograph is going to be, right? Makes a lot of sense. Any order over $150 gets free domestic USA shipping, okay? 40% off Pro Wrestling Tees logo merch. 35% off Super Kicks high tops, okay? 30% off New Japan Pro Wrestling owned merch. 25% off AEW owned merch. First time I've gotten a crate here and AEW is referenced here. I like that. That's kind of cool. 20% off everything else. And don't forget, the one thing that has not been added on here that's brand new is CM Punk. CM Punk has new merch that's going to be available during this time period. There's going to be not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 new design t-shirts that's going to be available from CM Punk as part of this sale that's going to be making its debut during that time frame. So you guys definitely remember that. Okay, PW Cast, what's it? Oh, the official podcast of Pro Wrestling Tees. Oh, okay, about time. I'll have to check that out. See what they're doing there. That's nice. They finally got into the podcast stuff. Okay, good. I don't know who these 2 guys are. I'm assuming that maybe they're somehow connected with Pro Wrestling Tees. Maybe one of the guys is the owner themselves. I always forget the owner of Pro Wrestling Tees' name. I want to say it's Michael. Sadly, I don't know his last name. I know his face when I see him because I follow their activity on social media. So, but yeah, all right, definitely check that out. Represent. That's good. They're finally getting into the podcasting game. I wish them the best. All right, let's see what we got here. Our next shirt. Hey, Jurassic Express. All right, so for you AEW fans, we got our first Jurassic Express shirt here, if you will. So we've got Marco Stunt in the center there on top of the Jurassic Express text. Looks pretty good. We got Jungle Boy, who is to the right here. And we got Luchasaurus himself. I love Luchasaurus. This has, what is that game what's that arcade game that was turned into a movie and The Rock was in it and it was based off of a classic video game? You controlled a dinosaur in the video game, a gorilla, Rampage or something. Was that it? Rampage? It's kind of got that vibe to it. Needs a little bit of Donkey Kong or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of got that vibe to it. That's pretty badass. I like that. Would I wear this? I mean, I like Jurassic Express. I do. That's actually one of my go-tos as far as AEW goes, and particularly because I'm a big fan of Luchasaurus. He looks like freaking Beta from The Walking Dead. And if you guys have never seen Walking Dead, I promise you, when you look up Beta Walking Dead on AMC, you'll see what I'm talking about. And you will be like, yeah, Lee, I see that now. And I got a soft spot for Jungle Boy because he's the son of the late Luke Perry. So, you know, Marco Stunt, I'm still trying to fill out, you know, I'm still weeding my way out with him. But if you asking me if this is something that I would push, sadly not. I would not push this. Now, I would not personally push this because I'm not quite there to the point where I gotta push their merch. That's just me personally. Now, that's not saying they are a bad team. They're not. One of my go-to highlights for AEW has been these guys. It has. Even though they've been on the losing end a lot, they're actually one of my favorite highlights. But I'm not at a point right now where I would push their merch. Now, could that change? Yes, it could change. I think at this point, it just depends on where exactly they are in the storyline and everything on AEW, Dynamite, and all that good stuff. So, have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, go ahead if you want to get a better look at that. But it's a great design. I like it. I like it. Very well detailed. I like it. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. Push comes to shove. If it's sitting around a little bit too long, we'll definitely put it up on the prize wall. All right. Hey, we got us a Goldberg World Heavyweight Championship pin here. That is badass. You got the fine details in there? Yeah, that is badass. All right, so we'll put that right there. We've got our micro brawler for the month. Hey, we got Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Go ahead, zoom in. I'll come closer to you. Hopefully you don't get no glare. Okay. Can I zoom in a little more? No, I'm good right here? Okay. All right, that is nice.
Turn around.
Let's see here. Yeah, nothing really in the back there. Okay. And let's see. Hey, cool. We've got us the Young Bucks. If you guys recall, Matt and Nick Jackson, they had wrote a book together a couple of months ago that's been well received. The Elite Team, Young Bucks Stand Tall. Right. Illustrations by Dylan Corbin. So what's the synopsis for this? Tassels on, stand tall. Let's see, what's the synopsis for this? What we got here? If you feel inspired, please share this inspiration. Check out the rest of the Elite Team series. So you got Cody, Heart of the Mountain, okay. Coming soon, Adam and the Golden Horseshoe. Okay, should be good. We dedicate this book to our little Young Bucks. Okay, so they had their sons in mind when it came to this. That's cool. That's cool. This is something else we will definitely put up on the prize wall for you Young Buck fans out there. There are a lot of Young Buck fans. So, I know I would keep this if I had a kid in the picture right now or knew somebody in the wrestling and all that would get a kick out of this. But I don't know anybody, so this will definitely go up on the prize wall for you guys at a later date. Promise you. I love the illustration though. I love it. It's on point. And then I'm not just saying that. You guys are talking to a fellow artist here. And if you're checking out my Painting with Lee series, as we're tackling Bray Wyatt right now, your man got some skills. So I could definitely, game represents game is what I'm saying. So I like the artist. It's good stuff, okay? Check that out. All right, got two more items here. Here's something else that is going to be, let me just cover that. Sorry about that, you little young people out there. So this is something else that's going to be going to the prize wall. Joey Ryan presents his special party that happened in New York City on April 5th. And let's just cover that up and see what we got here. Joey Ryan, Val Venus, and Sexy Eddie versus Session Moth, Scarlett Bordeaux, and Priscilla Kelly, okay? Lucha Brothers versus Taya Valkyrie and John Morrison, okay? Best Friends and Matt Stryker versus Mike Babchick, Tommy Dreamer, and Colt Cabana, all right? DDT Heavyweight Title Battle Royal, a member death match, Dan Barry versus Bill Carr, Timothy Thatcher versus David Arquette, all right, Twisted Sisters versus Demon X Bunny, and I wonder, the match with Timothy Thatcher and David Arquette, I wonder if that's the match where David Arquette was like bloodied open like a freaking stuffed pig there. Su Yung takes on Tracy Smothers. Arez and Besta 666 versus DJZ and Shigeru Iri. And then you've got the King of the Concrete Jungle match. Black Taurus versus Mr. Ugana versus Green Ant versus Puma King versus Shark Boy versus Ultimo Dragon. Okay. So I will actually check this out. I wouldn't mind checking this out. And, look, not for nothing. Joey Ryan used to be somebody that was friends of the RCWR show many years back. We actually had him on the show twice. We had him on the show the first go round when he was involved in TNA Gut Check, and he was pretty much like white hot off of that. And then the second time we had spoke with him, I want to say he was well into his run on Impact Wrestling, or maybe it was one of a couple of times he parted ways with them for whatever respective reasons. So we have always been kind to Joey Ryan. I know these days Joey Ryan isn't exactly feeling people that have something negative to say about his current gimmick that involves his penis. That's the one time I'm going to say that. From here on out, I'm going to refer to as member, because I actually don't like talking like that on the show. I just don't. There used to be a time where, for shock value and all that, we would kind of do stuff like that, but not anymore. But my point, yeah, Joey Ryan over the years, he is very particular. He pays attention to who all is saying what about him, his brand, and what he's doing. And I've always been consistent with my critique of what he's doing. I've always said, hey, I may not personally like it, and I have gone on record and said I don't like it. However, I do respect Joey Ryan at the end of the day, what he's doing. Hey, he's able to make money off of it. And at the end of the day, my old saying, if it don't make money, then it don't make sense. That common sense is what I'm talking about. So I don't understand it. I don't, but I respect it enough to see at the end of the day, he's making money. And I say that because he had blocked the RCWR show sometime earlier this year, and it was really weird. And especially since we were always kind to him. And so, yeah, despite that, I still appreciate his contributions to the business. I will definitely be checking this out, and I will give it a fair review. But as far as, from my side, as far as having any beef with Joey Ryan, like, it's always been nothing but love. And that's my message to any pro wrestler that's out there. As long as we've been doing our show, which has been since 2011, when we talk about certain wrestlers, promotions, matches, it's never personal. It's never personal. And I'm like this, and this message is even extended to Joey Ryan. If you guys ever feel that some of the things I say on my show is personal in any type of way, please, I know how to be discreet because I have friends that are involved in the wrestling business or were involved in the wrestling business. My door is always open. You can reach out to me through any form of communication on social media, and we can privately have a conversation, and you can air out whatever grievances that you may have with some of the things that I've said on my show. That invitation is extended to anybody. I just had to say that. I had to say that. I wasn't even gonna say that because honestly, I didn't even know that was in there. So it's kind of interesting that we were able to kind of bring that up. So not necessarily a PSA, but you get the point. All right, so we got our wrestling autograph. I have no idea who this is. Let's see what we got here. I have no idea, so I can't even do a tease. Let's see what we got. Hey, make some noise, X-Pac, Sean Waltman. All right, that's badass. Sean Waltman, X-Pac, Six-Pac. 1, 2, 3 Kid. Always my favorite. 6, always my favorite. Man, the matches back in the day, man, this dude was something else, man. Special freaking talent. I like this. I'm sorry, guys, I'm keeping this. I can tell you that right now. I'm keeping that. All right, so we're gonna put that right there. All right, so let's do a recap of everything that we got there and let the good folks see everything one more time here. And yeah, thank you, camera lady. Camera lady said, I don't want to see that word either. All right, so one more time, kicking it off from the top, we've got our Ric Flair Space Mountain t-shirt. Ooh, loving that. We've got our I'm gonna go in the order in which, that way you're not really going all over the place there. We've got our limited edition Young Bucks Stand Tall book that has a card included, which we kind of teased at just a little tiny bit. All right. We've got our micro brawler for the month, which is WWE Hall of Famer Brutus The Barber Beefcake. We've got our Joey Ryan Member Party High Spots Event DVD. We have our Goldberg Championship Belt Collector's Pin. Pretty badass. We have our Jurassic Park that consists of Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, and Luke Perry's son. Thank you for the correction. I'll make that note. And Luke Perry's son, Jungle Boy, the Jungle Express t-shirt for your AEW fans. And last but not least, we have our X-Pac autograph 8x10. And as always, we get 10% off the next order on ProWrestlingTees.com. And this month's charity, folks, was the Gregory Irons car window got smashed while Chicago. Wait a minute. This sounds very long. Wait a minute. This month's charity. Okay. So a gentleman by the name of Gregory Iron, his car got smashed while he was in Chicago for a show. So they donated money for him to get it fixed. Okay, that's very kind. That is very kind. I like that. And again, next month's theme is going to be bigs and littles. All right, so, for me personally, I like what jumps out to me, the X-Pac autograph, that jumps out to me. The Ric Flair shirt, I'm definitely looking forward to pushing that. The Goldberg pin I actually like. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use it, but I'm gonna figure something out. And actually, I'm pumped for the Joey Ryan DVD. I'm looking forward to seeing all of those matches, especially seeing particularly the David Arquette one. But yeah, even though I'm not gonna wear it, the Jungle Express shirt, I actually like that as well. So for me, the content's pretty good. Camera lady, what you have to say about the contents?
Pretty good.
Yeah, anything jumps out to you in particular?
There's actually some really good things in the crate this month.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The X-Pac signed autograph. The shirt is really nice. I'm even really impressed with the Jungle Express shirt and the graphics in it.
I am too.
And of course, for me it holds a special place as well because it's also, Jungle Boy is also Luke Perry's son.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's pretty badass. So, we're definitely, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but I think we're definitely going to check out next month's crate. We'll see what happens. Because I know they put the announcement out earlier today. At the time we're recording this, they did put an announcement basically saying that for next month's crate, there was going to be a Kane autograph. So that kind of lets us know through process of elimination, we're definitely getting a Kane 8x10 signed photo. So that's pretty awesome to look forward to. If you got your crate for this month, let me know. Let us know what you had thought about the content. Share your feedback and everything. And rest assured, we're definitely going to be reviewing this DVD very, very soon. I apologize earlier if the thing about Joey Ryan was a little bit lengthy. It was not planned in any type of way. I had no idea that we were even going to get Joey Ryan contents in there, but it just kind of felt like this was the place to kind of go in that direction, since it did tie into some merch there associated with him. So hopefully you guys had endured us there, and we appreciate you all's time and patience. All right, so that is gonna do it. Until next go round, wishing all you all to be safe, and most importantly, be kind to one another. Make sure you get at me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Use the keywords, the RCWR show. Check out the podcast, available on all platforms wherever you normally check out your podcast. You guys be well. Take care.